Hello and welcome to another video from the Grace Trail on YouTube, and today we're going to do something a bit different. Back in March I did some F1 2014 predictions. I made my 5 bold predictions for the season, and I thought I'd revisit them mainly just to kind of toy with this new editing software that I've got so I can plan future videos on FIFA and F1, but also to kind of reminisce about my predictions and fortune-telling experiences. So let's just get straight into it and see how bad I've done. Some people actually thought I'd do quite well on this, but I don't think I really did do too well. My first prediction was that Williams would get a podium in one of the first 4 races, and credit where credit's due for me here. I did get it right that they would get a podium, just I didn't get it in the first 4 races. To be fair, I did predict that Williams would kind of start well and then decline over the season, and it was the complete opposite, really. I held my hands up completely. I was wrong there. But to be fair, I think most people predicted that Williams might kind of tail off towards the end of the season, simply just because they might not have the resources compared to McLaren or Ferrari, but they actually probably got closer to Mercedes as the season went on. By the way, in the background I've got Ricciardo chasing down Rosberg. You'll see how that goes as I try to replicate the real life race. But yeah, that didn't go too well. Moving on to the next one, which was probably even worse than the Williams prediction, was Kevin Magnussen beating Jenson Button over a season, and I was quite far out on this. I'm pretty sure Magnussen finished about 50 or at least 30 points behind Jenson Button this season. To be fair to Magnussen, he did have a bit of a struggle this season with the stewards. A lot of penalties are a bit iffy in my view, and a lot of other people's views, like FizzyFan91, who was raging on Twitter, which was quite funny. But Button beat him and probably got a drive thanks to that, to be fair, for next season. Obviously Kevin Magnussen retaining the test, well, not really retaining, but at least getting the test driver role, but it's going to be a hard way back for Magnussen now, to be frankly honest, with Van Dorn waiting in the wings as well. He's going to have to wait for Button and Alonso tying up their shoes or leave McLaren if he really wants to get back into it, I'd think. Unless he goes into the Red Bull program, but I highly doubt he would do that. So yeah, that failed miserably, to be fair. On to one that I actually did get right, Marussia scoring a point, and I think this was ingenious from me, and it's kind of made even better by the race and the person that got it. Obviously, I predicted that Marussia would score a point. Did I just say that? I can't even remember. But anyway, I predicted they would score a point. And of course Jules Bianchi in Monaco finishing in 9th place in that chaotic race, and what a race it was. And obviously Forza Jules, hopefully he can get better. But yeah, I thought that was quite a nice one to predict, right? Especially as obviously Marussia out of the sport now, which is a bit of a shame, auctioning parts off. But kind of sounds like somebody's selling parts like the spider in bloody Game of Thrones. But anyway, that went well. Another one that sort of went well but didn't go well, which isn't really decided yet, is Caterham not being in F1 in 2015. We know Marussia have pretty much gone now, as I use a flashback there because I was a noob. I was so adamant that I wanted to try and get Rosberg here, and I never actually managed to do it, and I just couldn't be bothered to do another race, so this is what you're getting, folks. But yeah, Caterham folding, that really didn't work, to be fair. Well, it did work, but Caterham have just had a mental year, really. I mean, you've had Colin Coles in there, you've had Christian Albers appearing for like 2 races, you've had Tony Fernandez ranting on Twitter as he likes to do, and he did offer an ultimatum, but they're doing everything to stay in the sport by the looks of it. Crowdfunding, putting Will Stevens in the car. I mean, if they get into 2015, they're going to be well behind pretty much everybody, so it's not exactly going to be nice, but I guess it'll give some people drives next season. But I guess I'll say that I got a point out of this. So that makes it 2 out of 4. So, you know, 50-50 at the moment. So I wouldn't quite trust me in betting, but you know, I did win my family betting this season as well. The merest of margins, just about my second crown, I believe. Actually, no, sorry, my third crown ever. First double champion. Speaking of champions, though, I did predict that Nico Rosberg was going to win the World Championship, which was quite an ill-fated move on my part now looking at it. But you got to say, Rosberg did lead the championship for the majority of the season until Singapore came around. A lot of people say that was through luck and incidences like Spa and Monaco, but Rosberg really did put up a good fight against Hamilton, who's actually just overtaken me there on the screen. But Hamilton, not exactly his biggest fan, but he did prove a lot of doubters wrong this season. 11 race victories. Dominated the second half of the season, up straight after that Spa incident, really, apart from obviously Brazil, where Rosberg managed to cling on to the victory. But Rosberg went out nicely in defeat, and it has ended quite nicely, even though maybe it was a bit disappointing we didn't have such a spectacular show at the end. But I mean, we still had some good moments this season, much like the Ricciardo moment that we're trying to replicate here, which we didn't really do at all. But you know, it's been a decent season. Obviously 2015 I'm hoping will be even better, but you don't know what's going to happen. V10s might be coming back according to Bernie Ecclestone. We'll get that on the 18th, which is 3 days time, which I can't even remember when that is. 2 days time, depending on when I upload this. But yeah, that's probably going to be that. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I can get more FIFA and F1 videos out, which are definitely going to be edited further, and maybe not live commentaries for F1. But I think that is going to be that. It was just a quick video. Ricciardo comes home in third, or sorry, no, second even. So not exactly the result we're hoping for. But anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.